Hi everyone, welcome back to JT's Barn and Grill and Fluffy. So I had to take a little hiatus from videos for a few minutes. I had to find the perfect project to work on. Oh, and if we got something for you. Say hello to Big Red. This is a 1972 Massey Ferguson 1100, 94 horsepower. What more could I ask for? Now she's been sitting a long time. The motor was seized up a little while ago, but I was able to take a crowbar and a sledgehammer and it's not seized up anymore. And so that's a step in the right direction. The big question today is, after this thing's been sitting so long, will it run? Let's find out. Let's just take a moment and take this thing in. We got a few pieces to work with here. Like I'm gonna need some fuel filters. That has got to be the god ugliest cab I've ever seen. But you know, whatever. Price was right. Got good air conditioning back here for sure. Gotta watch out, I'm coming behind you light. 3-point. Look at that. This thing's practically cherry. I don't know why anybody would even park it. Nearly new? That's nearly good enough. Well, we got a battery in it, like the manufacturer suggests too, but I've only got one, so you know, run what you brung and hope you brung enough. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it rolls over. It's not going to start, but we'll see if it rolls over. That's a good place to begin. Huh? How about that? No seat. Oh well. I feel like it's going to run. I think the first place for me to start on this unit is right here. One of these fuel filters has been open for God knows how many years, and I'm sure the other one looks less than good inside. Diesel engines are pretty simple. You don't have any spark plugs, no distributor, no wires, nothing like that. You just have to get fuel to these fuel injectors without any air, and get the engine rolling over to produce some heat, and bang, you're running. So, let's get these changed out, see if we can get the fuel system bled out, and you know, fingers crossed, let's see if this baby will go. Lost my tractor. Alright, well, it's a day and a half later. Fuel filter's changed. It got cold out here, so this is now going to become a will it start in the cold. I got to bleed the fuel system out. I'm going to go through that. I'm going to hit the old hand pumper here for about a half an hour until I get at least fuel to the injection pump. Then we'll crack the lines again. The lines will be cracked. We'll start cranking on it and wait for some smoke to start coming out, and then good things will happen. Okay, I got all my injector lines cracked. Now it would seem really easy since you're standing right here. You could just take a screwdriver and jump the old starter and, you know, watch everything happen from right close up. Never, ever start your tractor unless you're sitting in the driver's seat. A lot of good farmers have said, this thing's in neutral, jumped it, and run themselves over. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody. So do the right thing. Sit in the driver's seat to start your tractor every time. From safely out of harm's way, I decided to hook a little Chevy power to it. Can't hurt. Let's give that a try. I need like 5 more batteries in it. Since this is clearly going so well, I'm going to plug the block heater in for a while, leave the battery charged, go have a sandwich, and I'll come back in 10 minutes. Maybe an hour. Okay, well, it's been about an hour. Belly's full. I'm going to do something I absolutely hate doing. We're going to hit her a little snort start here. Let's see what happens. Take 600. I guess nearly new wasn't nearly good enough. So we're going to upgrade to Super Start. Seems like that's going to work. Oh. Okay. Little snort and start. Snort. Well, there you have it. She's running. Stay tuned because there's going to be a lot more fun stuff to come with this thing. We're going to have to split her because there's a couple of little things I'm not real sure about. But stay tuned. We'll see you next time.